But in terms of the physical world, how should classrooms look like?
So, unfortunately, we are in a society where it's not getting better, it's getting worse. We have approximately 30 to 34 children in most classrooms, and a teacher that hasn't been trained to understand differences in how kids think and process, and they have a curriculum that they have to get through that is just absolutely absurd, and everything is measured by output, not input. And so I think the whole education system needs to be changed, not just classrooms. Yeah. Teachers do try, but they are hitting their head against a system that is not designed for anybody that can't function in a sit down, listen, take on information and regurgitate it way.
If we had the opportunity of making one step in terms of the physical environment, what would that be? And I'll start with Marion and then go to Sandra.
I think the physical environment is all the sensory stuff that becomes a burden and gets in the way of your learning. So,
like this air conditioning.
Yeah, it's the sounds, it's, you know, the smells, it's the lighting. Sometimes it's the wayfinding, like how do I actually get to where I need to get on time? They all get in the way. I mean, there's a whole lot more as well, but they're probably the most important.
I totally agree with Marion. It's the physical environment, and I would add to that the opportunity for children to exit that physical environment, because you're never going to create an ideal physical environment for every child. And I think what we need to recognise is that children have very little autonomy in the school system, you know, right from primary school through to, you know, when we're adults in university. And so much of the trauma of school could be avoided for children if there was actually a system whereby when that sensory environment becomes overwhelming, whether it's because of the inbuilt stuff like the lights and the air conditioning, or it's something that's happening at that particular moment, like the other kids are noisy, or the teacher has a really irritating voice, or everybody's taken the lids off their texters, that child actually has the autonomy to be able to withdraw from that environment. That would be, for me, a really huge, significant change that can be made at no expense to the education system.
And also having somewhere to go as well, like having a safe space.